Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the live stream for Friday afternoon, about 1 o'clock in California, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I want to thank everybody that's been following into the content that I put out there and the interaction. It means a lot. It means that, I'm reaching some of you, and I want to let you know that you're not alone, even if it feels like it. There was a person that reached out this morning sharing that her nightmare of stopping drinking and she's just unable to get there. Yesterday I shared a little bit about my story of what it was like while drinking, and now that I'm today 1,173 days away from drinking, a lot of life has happened. One thing that, I haven't done is I haven't drank, because I know that for me, it's a gamble with my life, my freedom, all of it. See, I've seen rock bottom, and I was there, and it wasn't something that made me sober up. I kept on. This is one of the places where, along this river, it'd be perfect, where nobody would bother me. I could come and be alone and kill myself softly, right? By drinking. But I don't do that anymore. And I share that with you guys in this channel about what I'm doing on a daily basis to work on myself, to know how to deal with things that come up in my life that used to cause me to want to go drink, right? And you can fill in the blank with my drinking, with whatever your vice is. There was a gentleman who reached out about wanting to stop smoking, and if it's becoming whatever the issue is in your life to a point where you want to stop, but you find yourself unable to on your own, there's lots of solutions out there, but you have to seek it. Hey, Steve, welcome to the stream. So I just want to open it up, because that's why I started this channel, is to be a resource of somebody who's been where you might be. Sometimes it takes what it takes to learn what we need to learn, or experience what we need to experience, to be able to be ready for recovery, but then also to be able to take the action to get better. And then once, for me, where the work is now, now that I don't drink, what do I do every day to improve self and learn how to deal with life, right? I'm 42 now, and now that I haven't drank in over 3 years, there's starting to be a lot of good things that are happening, and I can't focus on that as much as the progress, because as the title says, this is one of the spots where I would spend a lot of time, wasting time, putting in poison. So if you're struggling, it's okay. You're alive. And it all starts up top with a thought process, backed with action. And if that's confusing or just doesn't, ring a bell, that's okay. For me, it took years and years of heartache and bad decisions, and then living with the consequences of those bad decisions, many rock bottom scenarios, and even still sometimes I found myself still in the same spot, because I wasn't making the necessary changes with myself inside to be able to see the positive changes on the outside. And I can only tell you and teach from my own experience because that's what I have. A lot of life experience when it comes to recovery and being at rock bottom and understanding what that feels like. So I've created a community called Freedom Seekers. You can join the community free. And then I have different programs and workshops that I'm going to be offering. Steve, Andre, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for chatting in the chat. The only rule I have is if you guys are going to be chatting in the chat, you be nice and, otherwise I'm going to remove you from the stream. So no, we're not talking about a soccer player, even though I used to play soccer or football. That's a major part of the story as well. Because, and we'll talk about that a little bit, because I did share yesterday in that short that, yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's about 70 degrees today, November 8th. They say it's going to be about 72. Yes, my name is Jeremy Marquez. Thank you for asking, Andre. Yes, Rasheen, it's beautiful weather here. But soon, though, we're going to have cold. It doesn't snow here, but we get some water. It rains a little bit. But most of this water here from the American River flows from the Sierra, which come spring, summer, it's snow runoff. You're from Italy? So this is California. Thank you for tuning in from Italy. What part of Italy are you from, my friend? South Italy? Okay. I don't really know the geographic very well. The geo when it comes to Italy. But that's neither here nor there. Sicily, huh? And Steve, you're British, so we got 2 Europeans in here. Anybody stateside? So when you say British, Steve, where are you from? The UK, London, or where are you from? Countryside, huh? Okay. Well, this is on the west coast in the States, out here in California, and this is what's called the American River. The American River flows out to the Pacific up from the Sierra Nevada near Lake Tahoe. So if you're international, I'm sure you've heard of Lake Tahoe. I'm sure you've heard of San Francisco. Basically, this water starts up near the Sierra and flows out connects to the Sacramento River and then flows out to the Delta and then into the Pacific. So we're not going to talk about immigration channel. I don't talk about stuff that's not related to the subject. So, like I said, it's all about focusing on the progress. If you're looking to make positive changes in your life, whether it's, discontinuing your vice like drugs and alcohol, because it's, making your life not so great anymore. If you're trying to work through traumas, if you're just trying to maybe get fit, whatever it may be, that's why I created the program. Currently working on the production of our new podcast we're going to launch, Freedom Seekers. Have a couple of guests lined up that are experts in their fields and a lot of great content. We're going to be launching that at the beginning of the year. So if you have topics you guys would like covered, feel free to drop it in the chat here, or if you go to the channel notes, you'll see a link to ways you can contact me. You can get on my calendar if you're interested in learning more about the program, or you can just join the community. There's a group on Facebook, and then I have a Patreon, I have a Discord. So currently we have two different workshops that I'm doing. One's called Nature Heals, where we do a lot of meditation. We work with plant medicine. We do a lot of integration practices in different breath work, that sort of thing. Basically, I'm offering things that have helped me in my recovery. Part 2 is a workshop called Recovery Running. So we go running, even if you're a beginner. We basically focus on strenuous workouts like running to heal ourselves. Because for me, I run probably 5 days out of the week, and I'm looking to do my first marathon here in the next few months. I'm 42 years old, and a few years ago, the only fitness I got was really put my hand up to down the bottle, right? After soccer stopped, that's pretty much the direction I went. A few years back, I was over 200 pounds. I'm down to 155. Pretty much is the best shape of my life. I work out every day, mostly doing calisthenics and fitness. And I'm only sharing this because today my life is just completely different than the way I was living before. And I have to continue doing these things in order to stay in the position that I'm in, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And these are the part of the things that just help me get through my day without having to drink again. And so if you're looking to learn more about, the program and the workshop and how we can work together as a community to be better and help those around us, that's why I've created the community. So if you're interested, there's a link in the channel notes. You can just check it out. So Derek, hey man, how you doing? And thank you to Andre. I appreciate that, especially, tuning in from Italy. In Countryside, UK. Steve, that's awesome. If you guys can do me a favor and like this stream, hit the subscribe button, and if you put the notifications on, you'll get notified. There's other ways you can check out what I'm doing. I'm going to be dropping some shirts and stuff like that you guys can check out. And again, the podcast is going to be huge. I have some awesome guests lined up, and I'm really looking forward to just sharing more with you guys. And the goal here is if I can reach one person and help them think a little bit about their position and maybe bettering themselves a little bit or completely, it's a win, right? And so I'm already winning every day. I've already had people reach out today to say the stuff I'm putting out there is good, and that's what I'm looking to do. So I appreciate it. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment, Derek. I look like the Mexican Pee Wee Herman. Okay, I'll take it. Well, I'm half Mexican, but more indigenous Mexican. My ancestors are from the Guatemala-Mexican border, Aztec Mayan roots, and so I don't really consider myself Hispanic, but indigenous Mexican. My father is from LA, so we don't speak Spanish fluently. My mom's side is Caucasian, so there's different, Irish, German, and others. Andre, I appreciate you too, man. So what time is it in Italy? Is it already Saturday morning? Okay. I mean, I can understand some Spanish and I can speak some, and I'd love to become more fluent. So maybe we can, do an exchange. You can teach me Spanish and I can help you level up with your health or something like that. This is what this community is about. And the way that you guys could get more of what we're doing is joining the Facebook group, joining the other links that I have in the bio. It'd be amazing if you guys could join the free community that's in Patreon, and then you'll get updates about other things we're doing on the different levels. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Just check out the channel links, Andre, and you can set up a time, or you can reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. I put a lot of stuff out daily on both channels. I do other stuff too in life. This is a passion project. Something that I feel like is part of my purpose now that I am where I am and building up my recovery. I would like to help others in this way, and so you guys are allowing me to do that. So thank you. And with all that being said, let's just enjoy the river for a little while. Hopefully the video quality is good. Absolutely, Andre. So in the video notes, there's probably a link. But when the video is done, if you go to the channel, in the channel information, like the about page, there's all the links, and then you can contact me either on Instagram or through my Calendly, and then you could join the Freedom Seekers or Nature Heals community on Facebook, and then you'll see a link for the Patreon where you could join whatever level you want. But if you just want to learn more, feel free to just book a call with me next week. We'll get on a 15-minute introduction call. And if you feel like you have some expertise you want to bring to the table and you're interested in being part of the podcast, feel free to reach out. I have a different link for that. I really appreciate everybody in the interaction in this. The fact that you guys are, reaching out and saying you would like to learn more. That's awesome. And Steve, I saw you said that you're in a bar. Let's see, you're live at a pub. So you're playing music in a pub right now? Okay. What are you playing? How to play 10 musical instruments. Do you know how to play any? I don't, but I would love to learn if you're looking to teach, Steve. Maybe we can teach each other a few things, Maybe we can work on some breath work and meditation practices, and you can teach me how to play some instruments. If you're interested, just reach out, buddy. Either way, just you being here was amazing. I'm going to wrap this live stream up for now, so I appreciate you guys being here. Have a good day.